Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a makeup tutorial for you. I've not done one for a while. I want to kind of get back into doing them for you. Something that's been requested several times now, and I've not got around to doing it, is a autumn winter makeup tutorial. So this is one of my favourite looks for this time of year, but you can adapt it, to suit you however you want it to look. You don't have to use the same products that I've used, but this is personally what I like, or one of the looks that I like for this time of year. So yeah, a bit of a smoky eye with some black eyeliner, some bronzer for contouring, some highlighter, blusher, and a bit of colour on my lips. So yeah, let's get started, and I hope you enjoy. Right, I'm going to start off with some primer. So I've got this one by L'Oreal Paris. It's the Lumi Magic. Really liking this at the moment, especially for this time of year, because I think you need to put a bit of brightness back into our skin. I'm going to take a Nancy buffing brush. You don't have to use a primer if you don't want to. It's a personal choice really, but this is more of a brightening one, which I quite like for this time of year. To put a bit of dewiness back into the skin. So I'm just putting that all over the face and putting it on the eyelids as well. Go all out and put it everywhere. But any primer that you've got really, you can use. One that suits your skin though is preferable. So there we go, primer done. Then I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Paris Lumi Magic Foundation. This is in the shade Rose Pearl. Seems to suit me quite well actually. So I'm going to do one pump of that, and then I'm going in with another Nancy brush. Starting from the centre of the face. And again, all over. I put it on my eyes. Some people don't bother, but I quite like it to create a nice base. I have quite red eyelids, so it just kind of blanks the redness out slightly. I kind of like medium coverage. I don't like too heavy. Any blemishes that you've got, you can just cover up with a bit of concealer. Right, so foundation done. I'm then going to go in with the L'Oreal Paris Lumi Magic highlighter pen. Just click it up and then under the eyes. I'm quite generous with this. The alternative for this high end would be the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Éclat, but I believe it's the same product in just different packaging, so it does the job for me. Taking a beauty blender, just blending that in. You can do this with a brush or your finger. I tend to just go over again, blend it over my eyelids as well. And the other one. And then I'm going to set that with a bit of Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, my trusty powder that I rave on about all the time. I'm just taking a Real Techniques setting brush, I think this is. Yeah, Real Techniques setting brush. And I'm just going to press that underneath. I don't want to be swishing it about because I don't want to move what I've just put there. So just patting like that. I tend to go onto the eyelids as well, just to set any foundation. Don't want any lines or creasing going on. So take that just around my nose. And then I am just going to put a bit of concealer. I've got a couple of blemishes. So I've got the trusty Collection Last Imperfection concealer. I'm going to pop that. Little blemish there. And I've got another one there. Back in with my beauty blender. And then just set that with a bit of powder. I'm going to take a bigger brush now. I don't know what make this is. It says W7 on it, but I don't know, it's just a big powder brush. And pat my stay matte all over just to set everything. Note that I'm not brushing it on and all over my face, I'm patting it in. That way all that foundation and concealer and highlighter that you've just put on your skin isn't going to move. It's going to stay exactly where you've put it. Powder accordingly. If you don't want to set your foundation, if you don't need to, if your skin's quite dry, then don't. Right, moving on to eyes. Actually, first of all, before I do eyes, I'm just going to pop a bit of this on. It's the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast. Cicaplast? I don't know how you say it. It's just a lip, like a lip balm. My lips are really dry at the moment. It comes out like a little balm. In the hope that by the time I get to lips, my lips aren't so dry. Okay, so eyes. Because I'm doing like an autumn, winter kind of makeup look, I'm using kind of autumnal tones. This is the 24-hour colour tattoo by Maybelline. I think it is, yeah, Maybelline. This is in the shade Metallic Pomegranate. It looks like this. I'm just going to use my finger for this. These last ages. It's got like gold flecks in it as well, which is really pretty. I'm just using my finger. You don't need to be too neat with it. You can obviously don't go all over into your up to your eyebrow. Keep it into the socket and then blend it out with your finger. And again on the other side. They're really good, these cream eyeshadows from Maybelline. They do several different colours. They're really good. They don't crease. They're just such a good base for eyeshadow if you want to just make it a bit more intense. I'm also going to put the cream eyeshadow underneath my eyes as well. I've got an Avon, doesn't say. It's like a, I think it's an eyeshadow brush with a smudger on the end, but I'm using it to just go underneath. So, just taking it on the end of the brush. And then just run it along. Again, you can put as much or as little on of this that you would like. We're going to put eyeshadow over the top of it anyway, so again, it doesn't need to be too neat. Right, so eyeshadow over that, I am going to use, I've got Sleek palette here. This is the Vintage Romance Eye Divine, and it looks like this. Okay, so I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this shade here. There's three that are very similar, but this one's got a bit more shimmer to it. I quite like a bit of shimmer. So I'm going to go in with a Gemma Kid double-ended eyeshadow brush. Onto my brush, I'm going to pat it on. You do get a little bit of fall down with these Sleek eyeshadows. So just be careful. Right into the corner, into the socket line. Don't go too high yet. Backwards and forwards. You, again, put as much or as little on that you would like. Doesn't need to be too neat at the minute because we are going to be blending it. Okay, I'm going to do the other eye. Right, other eye's done. I'm going to take a Neil's Yard, doesn't say on it again, but it's a blending brush. Big fluffy brush, not putting any product on it, clean brush. I'm just going all around the edges just to blend it and soften it so you can't see any harsh edges. Use your finger as well for blending, it doesn't really matter. Your hands are your tools, as they say. You could even wear this look for like a Christmas party. Right, I'm going to put some of that underneath now. Just going to go in with the smaller end of my double-ended brush back into the same eyeshadow, and I'm just going to run that underneath. Blend, 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 and you'll be able to do anything. Right, I'm going to use the same palette and take the black shade. Avon eyeliner brush, I think it's called. Looks like this. I'm going to take the black. I'm going to push that right close to my lash line. Don't need to be too careful with this because we're going to blend it anyway. So just pushing it right into the lash line, right the way across. You can use just normal eyeliner for this if you like, but because I want to smoke it out quite a bit, I quite like using eyeshadows because you can do it a bit better. Right, I'm going to take a Gemma Kid Line and Deepen. I'm taking this pointy end, it's like a pencil brush, and I'm just going to smoke that out like so. If you want to do a bit more definition, then just go over it and back in. I wouldn't go too far up with it, otherwise it'll be a bit too smoky. But if you want to go on the outside corner as well, you can just kind of take that up slightly, but I wouldn't go too, again, I wouldn't go too high up. Right, I'm just going to do the other eye to match it. Right, other eye done, all matched up. I am going to go in with a black eyeliner now. I'm going to use Daniel Sandler Long Lasting Waterproof Eyeliner in Black Velvet. I'm going to run that on my top waterline. Just look down and just run it along. You should be able to do it without poking yourself in the eye. Right, and then I'm also going to put it on the bottom waterline as well. All the way along. The other eye. Right, and then I'm going to smudge that with, I'm going to use this again, this brush that I used to apply the base colour. I'm going to go in, what colour should I use? I think I'll use the same. We'll stick with the same, we'll keep it simple. Same eyeshadow that I've got on top. I'm just going to smudge that. Just to make it a little bit more smoky. You don't have to do this bit if you don't want to. This is what I like, so you can kind of tailor this to suit what you like. I'm trying to use all high street products, so that if you want to go out and get anything, then you can do. You can pop down to your local Boots or Superdrug and you can pick them up from there. Right, onto mascara. I've got Clinique's High Impact. This is a sample one. So I'm just going to use that. I do like this mascara actually, it's one of my favourites. I'm just going to apply that. I always lift my brow just so you can get right underneath that, into it with mascara all over you. Right, mascara done. Bottom lashes as well. I put as much as you want on really. I've just kind of done an even layer. Right, let's move on to cheeks now then. I've got this little palette which I'm really loving at the moment. It's by Collection. It's called Blush and Glow. And inside are 4 colours. You've got a highlighter. You've got a contour bronzer shade, which is matte, I think. Yeah, it is. Then you've got 2 blushes here. Very similar colours. This one's a bit more rosy pink. I've been using this one a bit more actually. So I'm going to go in with the contour bronzer first. I've got a Studio 10 cheek brush. I'm going to use the larger end. And I'm just going to put this down the hollows of my cheeks. And then up onto my temple. I love this palette. I think it's really nice. I think it's £4.99 I think for this. I'll put prices in that down below. But I really like it. It's really good. It lasts all day. And it just blends beautifully. A little bit onto my forehead. And then I'm just going to blend that out a bit. with my fluffy powder brush. Try and keep it above the hollows of your cheeks. Don't bring it down because that will create your definition. And then I'm going to take the smaller end and I'm going to use the highlighter. I'm just going to run that at the tops of my cheeks. I love this. I think it's really pretty. And then I'm just popping that on my brow bone as well. Like that. Down the cheeks. Look how pretty that looks. It's gorgeous. It's really nice. Well done, collection. They've brought out a few palettes actually like this. This is the only one that I've got, but I'm going to have to go and have a look, see what the other ones are like. They've got some eyeshadow palettes and a concealer palette, I believe, as well, which looks really good. Don't know what it's like, but I can certainly try it if you would like me to. So I've just put that. I'm just going to pop a little bit just on my Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to put a little bit of blusher on. Which one should I go for? I'm going to be brave. I'm going to go with the dark one. I've not tried that yet. It's got a little bit of a goldy tone to it as well, which is quite pretty. So on the apples of my cheeks. You can smile when you do this if you like, it's up to you. And then on the other cheek, just kind of on the apples and then bring it up slightly to meet you. Just say blend everything in. Blend, blend, blend. Right, I'm just going to blend that together again. Just using my fluffy brush. Just to make sure everything's where I want it. You can, I'm quite like a contour cheek highlighter fan. Not so much blusher. I don't wear blusher all the time actually, but I do like a good contour. Because I'm so pale as well, I quite like the bronziness and the highlighting. I'm loving at the moment. So that's my cheeks done. Brows. What should we do? Brows. I'm gonna brush them up. This is an Avon. There's a lot of Avon brushes featuring in here, isn't there? They're really good though. This is an Avon eyebrow brush. It's got a little spoolie on the end. I'm just going to brush my brows up. I don't think I'm going to do a lot with them actually. I've not long had them tinted, and I'm not a massive dark brow fan. So do with your brows what you wish. But I think I'm just going to brush mine up like that. That'll do. Brows done. Lips. Right, what shall I put on my lips? I've got a few here actually of lip products. So I've got Clinique Rosette, which is this look quite nice actually. You can go for like a nude lip or just a lip balm, whatever you wish, but the Clinique one looked nice. I've got Avon. This is called Fresh Fig. Again, it's a similar kind of dark berry tone. I've got, oh, this one is new actually from Rimmel. These are really nice. You can get into it. I don't know what they're called. The Only One lipstick, and it's called Under My Spell. These are really nice. I love this lipstick. I think I might be too dark though for this eye look. And then I've got a lip balm, tinted lip balm by Burt's Bees called Red Dahlia, and it looks like this. I think I'm going to try this actually. Let's have a look. Not got that much colour to it, has it? Not as much as I was hoping for. It's quite nice. It's a nude lip, I suppose. We'll go with it. Let's try another one as well. Okay, so that's what that looks like if you want a nude lip. Might go with the Clinique actually. Oh, drop the lid. I'm going to try the Clinique. Just put it on over the top, alright. Not loads, just a little bit. Yeah, it's a bit better actually. A bit more colour to it. So there we go. We have an autumn winter makeup look. So I hope you enjoyed that, and requests for anything else, any other ones that you'd like to see, keep them coming in. Subscribe, click the like button, do all that, and I will leave descriptions in the bar below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!